Yo, how's it going, all you Dragon Ball Super fans? This is Saint 420 Gamer coming at you with another. Well, it will be another soon, but this is actually the first review that I'm doing for any show or any channel, anything. So, if you like this, and I hope you do, I would love if you'd subscribe or at least like this so you think I'm doing something right here. I'd also like any comments, anything I could do better. I will be working on this, but again, this is my first one, so I'd like to see how it goes. With that out of the way, let's move on to the good stuff. Dragon Ball Super. I have kind of an outline here to go over, but I'm gonna bend from that a little bit. There's got to be a little bit of a creativeness going on here. Um, First section that I kind of have is the five main points I think this episode brought. All right, so for one, you got getting Monica, the fighter that Beerus wants to bring to the table. Also, as everybody's gonna know him once you see him, the big nipple guy. He gets stronger as his nipples get bigger. I can't wait to see that. I want to see if someone's got to twist him, or like if he twists them himself. It's gonna be interesting. And then you also have Goku and Vegeta going around. First, they go to Boo to try and recruit him. He says no, 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 and then finally he says yes. And when I win, because Mr. Satan gives me everything, Hercule, then he can make my wish. And Hercule gets all emotional like he always does, all just like all the humans in the show, it seems. Uh, and then you have Goku and Vegeta going to find Piccolo, and on their way, Goten and Trunks are following them, wanting to participate. And Vegeta explains that no, you can't. You're too young. You have to get stronger on your own, and you can't use the fusion anyways, because that's cheating. That's two people. So they complain, and then they finally agree. Okay, oh, all right. So they get to where Piccolo is, but when they get there, Gohan is there, and he's training, and he's told them that he started from scratch, and Piccolo's made him a lot tougher. Um, but when Goku tells him that he only has 4 days to get ready, that's not enough for the baby Pam and Fidel. So he says, nope, can't do it. And that brings me to another part, which I was right. Gohan, I am 99% sure that Gohan is not participating. If he does, by some miracle, I will be so happy. But I just don't see it happening. I, I don't think he's going to be the main character anymore. I think it's going in a whole nother direction. But we'll get to that later. Um, the other main part of this episode was like a recap, which I thought we had enough of between Golden Frieza, a revival of Frieza, uh, Battle of Gods. They finally brought it into the new arc, the Champa or Universe 6 arc, and then bam, recap. Right back to what we were just doing. But on the other side, that recap builds more of a storyline, so that really, really helps um, build and develop the characters and create really a better storyline. So I can't complain too much. All the humans and characters know since while they were traveling, and also in the beginning of the episode, Goku kind of forgot and made Vegeta explain. Vegeta. Uh, explain to Krillin. So I mean that explained everything. I'm sure he'll tell Bulma and the Yamcha and everybody. Um, and that's pretty much what this episode did, was pretty much just recap everything that we already knew, but so now everybody knows. Didn't want anybody to not know what was going on, that there's a tournament. You know, that's what we've been waiting for. Three great things I think about this episode, which is like the next category for me to break down the episodes, would be one, we get to see Piccolo and Gohan training. Even though Gohan can't fight, it's gonna be cool to see where they go from here. What Piccolo, how strong Piccolo's gotten, um, and what new powers they will have. I don't think Gohan, maybe he'll turn into a god, but I think he's gonna go with the mystic power, because that's been his strongest, like, prodigy upbringing type thing. Uh, and he, I just don't think he wants to accept the other power from the other people, just like Goku did. He wants it for himself. Um, Also, another great thing, like I said before, is they're really starting to build a storyline and build some character to the characters, which we all know and love, but you know they need a little bit something every once in a while, spice them up a little bit, you know. Yeah, I'm a cook, so I like the spice and the bam, you know. Yeah, that's old. That's I shouldn't be referencing that still. Emerald. Um, and hopefully we're gonna see everybody getting a power boost. You know, uh, with the new training and them working so hard. Hopefully everybody, when they come to the tournament, will have something new to put on the table. Uh, a couple cool facts that I want to see and that we did see. One, I want to see how Universe's 6 Earth got destroyed. I really hope they cover that, and or why it got destroyed. Um, Another thing is, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to check this, and I'll come back and edit it maybe. But isn't Frost the one from the Bardock special that Bardock fights and whoops his ass, and then that's how the Super Saiyan legend got started? He said, "Warn my family about the Super Saiyan." I mean, even Team Four Star, shout out because I love them. Um, Even they made a a special, that special parodied it a little bit, and I mean, there's got to be some connection because the movies, even though they're not made by Akira Toriyama, uh, there's definitely always connections because the guy that does make them knows Toriyama and they're friends. I'm pretty sure. I mean, from my knowledge, which I'm pretty sure I'm right, there's some connection here. Maybe because Frieza never blew up the planet, Bardock never went back in time or whatever happened in the explosion, and he never beat up Frost, so that's why Frieza was never there and got revenge and freaked out about him. I don't know. These are just my guesses. I don't know if I'm right, but it would be pretty awesome. You know, that would be pretty cool. And then, um, oh, and then another one of my predictions is I don't think Cabo can go Super Saiyan 4. I mean, I was hoping he could, and I was thinking that might be his power, and that's kind of where GT went. But I don't think so because I believe after that, then you have to have a tail. I'm pretty sure it comes back because the Kais pulled out Goku's tail when they wanted him to get a power boost, and I'm pretty sure that would have probably brought him to 4 if they would have did that in Dragon Ball Z. And then GT, I feel like Toonami went off in the direction of Dragon Ball Z and what they thought it would be, but I mean, the Black Star Dragon Balls across the universe, that's exactly what Super is. They're giant ones across the universe. Instead of being evil, they just have super power, Super Dragon Balls. Um, so I feel like there's a lot of connections happening, and that brings me into my next one, which is if you've seen Dragon Ball Z Multiverse, um, and now there's multiple universes. And even though in Multiverse there were no parallels, I don't think, there was a lot of different types of parallel universes of our universe, the Dragon Ball Z universe. So, I mean, Super is kind of going off of, or well, I should say GT and Multiverse, and even the Absalon one that's coming out, and any of the animations of the comics, I feel like are kind of right. And I'm glad I watched some of those, and I liked all the ones that I mentioned at least. Um, Predictions. I want to see what Cabo can really do. And I really hope they don't call him cabbage, because we don't need another vegetable in the Saiyan group. Uh, if he goes Super Saiyan 4, if he goes Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, which I hope they just stick with Super Saiyan Blue. Uh, but since he doesn't have a tail, and they can't sense the God energy in him, which only God should be able to, and Goku, Vegeta, Whis, Beerus, Champa, they're all gods, so they would be able to tell. And so if he's not a god, and he's not gonna go Super Saiyan 4, he's gotta be like Mystic Gohan, which I'm pretty sure is a lot stronger than they explain. I think he can absorb energy from outside of his body and bring it in, like from nature, maybe from other people, at least willing people, which we see multiple characters do. Spirit Bomb, just bringing in energy when he's really weak. Um, but yeah, so I'm pretty sure that the next episode will be, well, they did the preview for episode 31, which they kind of just showed some guy, and then Bulma and Jaco get into this place after flying through space, and Jaco beat this guy up. Um, I'm pretty sure that the guy that they're going to see is supposed to tell them where the last Dragon Ball is, but that's only if, like I said, I'm not gonna skip ahead for the manga. I'm just gonna forget that kind of stuff. This is just for the anime. Um, I'm pretty sure that guy is supposed to tell them where the sixth Dragon Ball is, as long as Bulma doesn't screw it up. You'll have to wait and see. I don't want to ruin it for you. Um, I will say that she gets pissed, and I will say that uh, Jocko is the level-headed one in the situation for once, instead of just being a scaredy cat. And yeah, so I can't wait for episode 31. Uh, I'll see it. Well, I'll see it with in Japanese on Sunday night, and then Monday night I'll watch it with English subtitles, and then either Monday night or Tuesday every week I will be doing a review on Dragon Ball Super. So if you liked this video, if you found it informative, if you didn't like the video, if you can tell me how I can make this video better, please leave it in the comments below. Like it if you liked it, and subscribe below. Turn it gray from, or red from gray, gray from red. Subscribe if you want to keep up weekly. I'm also going to be doing Cloud Raiders in one of my channels, raids, strategies, reviews on the weapons. I'm also going to be doing Clash of Clans. I'm going to be doing weekly reviews on Dragon Ball Super, of course, weekly reviews on the new One Pieces that come out. And as I find out more ways to do more things with some of the stuff that I watch and do, I'll just keep updating, and hopefully if I can get enough people to like it, I can start doing this in my spare time and really take the time out to make good quality videos for everybody to watch. Until next time, this is Saint 420 Gamer. Deuces. Have a good evening, everyone. Sorry.